In hindsight, we should have seen this coming. The 2024 Washington Commanders gave us every clue they were ready to break the mold. But after decades of dysfunction, disappointment, and Dan Snyder, who could blame us for missing it? But the signs indeed were there, loud and clear. They cleaned the house. Dan Snyder out, Josh Harris in. Ron Rivera gone, Dan Quinn in. Personnel control handed over to GM Adam Peters, who wasted no time nuking Rivera's flawed roster. Kliff Kingsbury replaced Eric Bieniemy as OC, and most importantly, they replaced Sam Howell, one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL by any metric, with Jayden Daniels. They spent $178 million in free agency, the fifth most in the NFL, and they had a manageable schedule. And yet, their win total last summer was just 6.5 games. But by week 9, the Commanders already cashed the over. No team hit their win total earlier. They finished 12-5 and made it all the way to the NFC Championship with a rookie quarterback. But here's what really was shocking. The 2024 Commanders weren't just aggressive on first down. They were the most efficient fourth down team in modern NFL history. Let me say that again. No team since at least 2000 had converted fourth downs at a higher rate than the Commanders. They went 20 of 23, 87% conversion rate, which is higher than the Commanders had done at any point in time in recent memory. Even these aggressive years in 2023, 2022, 2021, they were down in the 50% range. This wasn't just aggressiveness, this was surgical execution. And they did it without a single quarterback sneak, not a single tush-push edge. And yet they were converting 13 out of 15 fourth down runs with smart play calling and great execution. On fourth down passes, Jayden Daniels went 7 of 8. That's 88%, a better rate than almost every single quarterback in the NFL since the early 2000s. Daniels wasn't just good, he was Hall of Fame level clutch in high leverage spots, and he did it as a rookie. But let's pump the brakes a little bit for 2025. That historic fourth down success, probably not repeatable. No team can sustain that type of conversion rate. And that defense, it looks solid, but they played one of the softest slates of quarterbacks we've seen. Daniel Jones twice, Andy Dalton, Cooper Rush, Will Levis, Jake Haener, Spencer Rattler, Kenny Pickett, Michael Penix Jr., Trey Lance, the list goes on and on. From week 12 to week 18, they played 6 straight backup or rookie quarterbacks. And they still finished just 25th in overall defensive efficiency and 31st against the run. Don't let that 12-5 record fool you. There's still a lot of work for this team to do in 2025. The good news, Jayden Daniels might just be the real deal. He's back for year 2, which is often when great quarterbacks make a leap. He's still paired with Kliff Kingsbury, and he's still using that VR technology to train at hyper speed and stimulate road environments before he ever steps out onto the field. The front office added weapons like Deebo Samuel and Laramie Tunsil. They drafted cornerback Trey Amos and offensive tackle Josh Connolly. Zach Ertz signed on for peanuts last year and sticking around for another year with the team. But the schedule won't be kind. The Commanders have the number 3 worst net rest edge in the NFL. They face 3 teams off of a bye, 4 games with less rest than their opponent, and 6 of their 9 toughest games are on the road. Vegas has them favored in 12 games with a win total of 9.5. Look, in 2024, the Commanders shocked everyone by rewriting the script. But in 2025, they'll have to prove they're not just a feel-good fluke, but a franchise finally built to sustain success. Jayden Daniels was the spark, Kliff Kingsbury was the architect. Now comes the hard part. They must do it again. Think you're ready for the NFL season? Not without this. 586 pages of straight-up football intelligence and predictions for the 2025 season, featuring the sharpest analysis, betting edges, and fantasy insights in the game. Go to sharp.football and level up.